For centuries, abundance has quietly flowed beneath the surface of human awareness, like a vast, undercover river nourishing a fortunate few while silently skimming past millions, who paddle furiously but remain parched and thirsty for prosperity. This river, unseen by most, does not run by chance, luck, or connections. It is governed by an ancient, crystal-clear spiritual law. A principle so precise that anyone who learns to align with its rhythm becomes a living magnet for wealth in all its forms. Yet most people never discover this current. They spend their lives rowing upstream against the flow, exhausted and confused about why money evades them despite their efforts. But you are here now because your consciousness has ripened at exactly the right moment to drink from this source, to tap into the flow that has always been yours. This moment is no accident. The universe has choreographed our meeting because you are finally ready to understand the profound secret: why wealth seems to glide effortlessly to some people while it detours endlessly around others. From today forward, you join a circle of awakened individuals who recognize abundance for what it truly is: a living current. A sacred stream that carries those who step in with open hearts and minds. As this truth settles within you, 3 essential insights begin to crystallize. First, all the struggles of the past, the frustration, scarcity, and lack you endured were natural consequences of rowing upstream, fighting against a powerful spiritual law. Second, the shift you experience today is inevitable and joyous, for your awareness is finally turning downstream, moving with the current instead of against it. And third, your tomorrow is assured. Once you merge fully with this flow, prosperity carries you forward effortlessly, naturally, abundantly. Money does not obey economic forecasts or human predictions. Instead, it responds to spiritual physics, a divine law woven into the fabric of the cosmos. Align yourself with this law, and every form of wealth, cash, opportunities, partnerships, and blessings gravitates toward you with a magnetic force. Imagine the light of understanding widening into a radiant river that branches into golden paths, each pathway symbolizing the diverse ways prosperity flows into your life. Here is the game changer. Money is not a trophy to grab or a prize to hoard. Most people view wealth as a scarce commodity, a dwindling trophy to snatch, stash, and guard out of fear that if someone else wins, they must lose. But the river of abundance does not dry up when others fill their cups. The current keeps moving, constantly creating more for everyone who steps in with open hands and a generous heart. Release the urge to clutch and compete. Shift your stance from "how do I get" to "how do I join?" Because the moment you enter the flow, money stops being an elusive prize and becomes your faithful companion on life's journey. Unfortunately, this misunderstanding is what blocks money from reaching most people. When you treat money like a scarce resource, you unknowingly build walls that stop its flow. Desperation and need push wealth away rather than drawing it near. Think of money as water, naturally flowing toward open channels and avoiding clogged pipes. The universe itself operates on abundance, not scarcity. Just as numbers are infinite, so is money. The same vast intelligence that painted galaxies with stars also wove abundance into the very fabric of reality. Money is simply one of its many expressions, a flow of energy available to all who align with it. Look to history's greatest examples. Andrew Carnegie, a poor Scottish immigrant arriving in America with nothing, understood this profound truth. He did not see wealth as a limited prize to be fought over, but as something created by offering real value. While others saw competition and conflict, Carnegie saw creation and service. He built the world's largest steel empire not by chasing dollars selfishly, but by meeting the nation's growing need for steel. The money came naturally because he aligned with the flow. He did not resist it or swim against it. Now step into this same mindset. Declare with full conviction, "Money flows to me effortlessly as I align with divine abundance." This is your first key to unlocking wealth. Prosperity is your birthright, not a prize to be earned through struggle. The universe did not design abundance for a select few while leaving scarcity for the rest. It was created for all, but only those who claim it truly experience it. Money bypasses those who believe they must suffer to earn it and flows freely to those who recognize it as their divine inheritance. This truth is echoed through ancient wisdom. "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." Abundance is not something to beg for. It is a sacred gift that God eagerly pours through you. When your consciousness opens to receive, your soul's prosperity becomes your financial reality. When you fully grasp that you are an heir, to infinite wealth because you are connected to the very source of all abundance. Money begins to flow into your life in surprising ways, through unexpected channels, and at moments that feel nothing short of miraculous. Consider the story of Solomon, who was offered anything he desired, yet chose wisdom over riches. By aligning his heart with divine priorities instead of material gain, he was blessed with both wisdom and wealth beyond measure. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Solomon understood that abundance is a natural consequence of spiritual alignment, not a prize won through struggle. Let this truth settle deep within you. Declare boldly, I claim my divine birthright of infinite abundance and prosperity. The second key unlocks a powerful insights why wealth multiplies in some hands and slips away from others. Money responds directly to your energy. If you fear it, money avoids you. If you judge or resent wealth, it pushes away. If you believe money is evil, you build energetic walls that block its flow. Money itself is neutral energy, reflecting the meaning you assign to it. When you honor money as a force for good, as energy that can uplift and transform, it flows toward you because you become a safe harbor for its purpose. But when you meet money with suspicion or fear, it retreats. Your energy repels it. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He does not hoard wealth for personal pleasure but treats money as energy to circulate for the greatest good. His pledge to give away 99% of his fortune demonstrates his deep understanding. Money flows most freely to those who hold it lightly and use it wisely. Buffett invests in companies that create real value, not quick wins. His fortune grew exponentially because he honored money as a flow of value exchange, not as possession. Money trusts those who steward it with wisdom. Buffett has earned that trust. Right now, the universe invites you to make a powerful declaration. In your heart or aloud, say, abundance is my natural state. This simple phrase ignites a profound shift in your consciousness. By claiming abundance as your natural state, you break free from scarcity beliefs that have held back your financial flow. You send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive wealth that matches your divine nature. Make this declaration no end. Listen closely, because what follows will unlock the secret to becoming an unstoppable magnet for money. The third key is all about timing. Why does money appear for some people at just the right moment while others wait endlessly? Money moves according to divine timing, not human impatience. Those who understand this do not force outcomes with desperate action. Instead, they position themselves to receive when the universe is ready to deliver. Divine timing holds perfect intelligence, seeing your entire life story or preparation, purpose, and readiness to manage wealth wisely. Money delayed is often money refined. The universe uses delays to prepare you to grow your capacity to receive, steward, and multiply abundance. Consider Sarah Blakely's journey with Spanx. Years of rejection, doubts, and slow progress marked her path. No fashion background, no retail connections, new startup From the outside, the timing seemed wrong, but Sarah understood a crucial truth. Preparation happens unseen. Before the physical breakthrough, she used every delay to refine her product, sharpen her skills, and deepen her faith. When the moment was right, everything exploded. Oprah's endorsement, soaring sales, and becoming the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. Those delays were not obstacles but essential steps. Money flowed to Sarah exactly when she was ready to receive, manage, and use it for a greater purpose, empowering women worldwide. Align yourself with perfect timing and say with full trust, divine timing orchestrates my financial abundance for my highest good and greatest purpose. The fourth key unlocks the magnetic power of gratitude. Wealth flows toward those who truly appreciate what they already have, and drifts away from those who fixate on what's missing. Gratitude is the frequency that opens every channel of abundance, while complaint shuts them down. Many believe, when I have more money, then I'll be grateful. But that is backward, creating a barrier that repels abundance. Money responds to appreciation in the present moment, not promises of future. Gratitude. When you genuinely value what you have, no matter how small, you set the stage for greater resources to flow your way. The parable of the talents illustrates this clearly. Those who were grateful and used what they had wisely received even more. Those who complained, hid their gifts, and lost even what little they had. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away, even that which he hath. This is not harsh judgment but natural spiritual law. Gratitude multiplies what you cherish, while complaint diminishes what you focus on. Money naturally flows to those who show appreciation and slips away from those trapped in scarcity thinking. Tony Robbins built his fortune on this very truth, understanding gratitude as a powerful attractor of abundance. Starting from poverty and an abusive childhood, he could have easily focused on lack. But instead, he cultivated deep gratitude for every chance to learn, grow, and serve. Even when living in his car and washing dishes, Tony appreciated the opportunities to develop his voice and transform lives. Gratitude became the foundation of his massive success. He celebrated every client breakthrough, embraced every platform with genuine appreciation, and focused on the abundance of human potential rather than limitations. Because he became a living channel of gratitude, money flowed to him abundantly. His wealth multiplied as he used his resources to fuel transformation worldwide. Now, cultivate this magnetic frequency yourself. Declare with heartfelt conviction, I am deeply grateful for all abundance flowing to me now and always. The fifth key unlocks the power of circulation. Money, like a river, must keep flowing to stay fresh and vital. When you dam it up with fear and hoarding, your supply eventually dries up. But when you let money flow freely through you, you become a conduit that attracts ever-growing abundance. This principle challenges conventional wisdom focused solely on saving and accumulation. While managing money wisely matters, the deeper truth is that money multiplies when it moves and shrinks when it sits idle in fear. John D. Rockefeller understood this deeply. Despite being one of the wealthiest people in modern history, he never hoarded wealth. Instead, he continuously reinvested in business growth, philanthropy, and economic progress. Rockefeller said, I believe that every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity, an obligation, and every possession a duty. His wealth grew exponentially because he saw money as energy to be circulated, used productively, as a treasure to be hoarded for personal safety. Over his lifetime, Rockefeller gave away more than $500 million, over $13 billion in today's terms. Yet his fortune kept growing because he maintained the flow of abundance rather than restricting it. He recognized, God gave me my money. This profound awareness reminded him that wealth arrives through divine channels and must be stewarded for divine purposes. Money trusted him with more because he proved he would keep it moving for the good of many. Embrace this truth of circulation and affirm, with generous confidence, money flows through me freely, blessing others and returning to me multiplied. The sixth key uncovers the crucial role of purpose in attracting wealth. Money flows most abundantly to those whose prosperity serves a cause greater than themselves. The universe channels resources through people who create value, solve problems, and uplift others. When wealth serves only personal desires, the flow remains limited, but when it serves divine purpose, the flow becomes boundless. Consider Chuck Feeney, who built billions through duty-free shopping and gave away virtually all of it during his lifetime. Feeney understood that money flowed to him not for accumulation, but for purposeful giving. His philosophy, giving while living, recognized wealth as stewardship, not ownership. His anonymous philanthropy, totaling over $8 billion, showed money responds to pure intention, not ego. His wealth multiplied because he held it lightly and used it wisely. Feeney's example inspired others like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett to pledge the majority of their fortunes to giving. This ripple of purposeful wealth demonstrates how money flows to those who understand its highest calling, serving humanity's greatest needs. Connect with your highest purpose and declare with sacred intent, my wealth serves divine purposes and multiplies as it blesses the world. The seventh key reveals faith's transformative power in manifesting abundance. Money flows to those who hold unwavering faith in divine provision even when the world seems scarce. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is spiritual knowing beyond what the eyes see. When you truly know abundance is your divine birthright, the universe must validate your faith with proof. Most people live with faith in lack, deeply believing limitation, scarcity, and struggle. This faith creates the reality they expect. But when you embrace faith in abundance, knowing without doubt you are heir to infinite wealth, your reality shifts. As ancient wisdom says, according to your faith be it unto you. This is not about religious doctrine but practical guidance on how spiritual law truly works. Your faith, your deepest beliefs about what is possible, shapes your experience. Faith in abundance brings abundance. Faith in limitation brings limitation. But faith is not just a feeling. It must be proven through action. True faith in financial abundance drives you to make choices rooted in prosperity even when circumstances suggest scarcity. Consider Mary Kay Ash. At 45, with just $5,000 and little business experience, she launched Mary Kay Cosmetics in a crowded market. Conventional wisdom said she would fail, but Mary Kay operated from unshakable faith in divine provision. She built her company on empowering women to gain financial independence by serving others. Her faith was not just in her products, but in the spiritual truth that abundance flows to those who help others prosper. She famously said, "God first, family second, career third," prioritizing spiritual alignment over material gain. Her faith was rewarded. Mary Kay Cosmetics became a billion-dollar empire, creating wealth for hundreds of thousands worldwide. Money flowed to Mary Kay abundantly because her faith created fertile ground. Not just for her success, but for the success of countless others. Root yourself in unshakable faith and declare with certainty, "My faith in divine abundance creates unlimited financial prosperity in my life." As these 8 keys settle into your awareness, you begin living from abundance rather than scarcity. You now see money for what it truly is: divine energy, searching for purposeful channels. Not a scarce resource to chase desperately. You understand wealth flows according to spiritual law, not economic theory. This shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, where you once saw obstacles, you see opportunities. Resources appear just when you need them. Connections form that support your growth. Ideas emerge that create value for others and generate wealth for you. Money flows naturally because you have aligned with its universal laws. This transformation begins within at the level of consciousness, and then unfolds in your physical world. As your inner world embraces abundance, your outer reality must follow. This is not just positive thinking. It is the practical application of spiritual law. When you truly grasp how money flows, you position yourself in the river of abundance instead of swimming upstream. Your past financial struggles were not personal failures but simple misunderstandings of how wealth operates. You were working against spiritual law, creating resistance instead of flow, driven by fear rather than faith. But now you know, and knowledge changes everything. Money flows to those who understand prosperity is a divine inheritance, not a human achievement. It flows to those who see wealth as energy to circulate, not objects to hoard. It flows to those who live in abundance consciousness, not scarcity thinking. It flows to those who maintain unwavering faith in divine provision, even when appearances suggest otherwise. It flows to those who use their wealth with purpose, rather than hoarding it selfishly. And it flows to those who appreciate what they have, instead of fixating on what is missing. Most importantly, money flows to those who truly understand this truth: you are not separate from the source of all abundance. You are a living expression of that infinite source. The same intelligence that crafts galaxies and sustains ecosystems flows within you and through you. When you align with this intelligence, thinking from its boundless abundance rather than human limitation, acting from its generosity instead of personal fear, you become a powerful magnet for wealth, channeling divine prosperity through human hands. This realization transforms your entire relationship with money. You stop chasing wealth and start attracting it. You stop forcing outcomes and begin allowing divine provision. You release scarcity and embrace true abundance. The universe celebrates this awakening: a child returning home, entering conscious partnership with infinite prosperity. Money flows to you now because you understand the laws that guide its movement. Abundance seeks you out because you have become a worthy vessel for its expression. Wealth gravitates to you because you comprehend its true nature and highest purpose. As this understanding settles fully into your being, new streams of abundance open in your life. Resources you need are being prepared. Opportunities that match your elevated consciousness are being arranged. Connections that support your prosperity are being orchestrated. Money flows to those who understand this, and now you understand the flow has begun, and with every step your understanding deepens, your faith grows stronger. You have joined the ranks of those who live in conscious partnership with divine abundance. Now, money flows to you naturally, abundantly, and without end. Welcome to your new relationship with wealth. Welcome to the unstoppable flow of divine abundance. Welcome to the understanding that changes everything.